Well, this week on Dateline Schools, I had the privilege of sitting down and talking about education here in St. Clair County, looking back at the year 2019 and the year ahead at 2020 as we're sitting with the superintendent here at St. Clair County, RESA, Dr. Kevin Miller. And Dr. Miller, I know in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be some big transitions here at RESA as you've acquired a new building here. Why are we moving some folks out to a new building, and tell us all about that?
I've been here at RESA 5 years now, which seems unbelievable to me. It seems like yesterday I was at superintendent of a local district. But one of the things that I identified as I took the job here 3 years ago as superintendent was our space needs. We had all kinds of people kind of sharing desks. We've rented space at a couple locations. And I tell people, as I've spoken out in the community, in 10 years ago, in 2010, we had zero for our budget in early childhood. We now have $4+ million in our early childhood budget. That means we've got a lot of people working in early childhood. We've also radically expanded in the special ed services area, especially in the area of behavior science, working with some of our toughest kids as far as behaviors. Autism is we've seen an increase in that here locally as well as around the state. So as we've increased that staff, we've run out of room here in our building and even next door at our Woodland building where we were using some space. So when a building 1.2 miles away from our complex here came available, we've worked really well with the city of Marysville on this venture. We've been leasing the second floor for about a year. We saw a need with our special ed staff to increase. We've added 5 more people in the area of behavior over the last 12 months. So we've got 12 people moving in shortly into the main floor of the building, which the city of Marysville just vacated. So all in all, I mean, we're up 70, 80 employees in the last 10 years just in those 2 areas alone, which means you need additional space.
And it's ironic going back to a place where RESA kind of started.
RESA was the first owner. It was originally the ISD building, St. Clair ISD, way back in the early 1960s. Marysville Schools moved in, and then the Marysville City and the schools shared it. Marysville Schools moved out, and so the second floor had been empty for quite some time until we moved in January of 19, and now in January of 20, here we are, and we're going to be moving into the main floor as well, doing some remodeling before we move in.
I know technology is another area that continuously grows. How are we doing that, especially with the new network that we're building?
I have told people, I'm vowing before I retire in this position, we really want to help some of our highest need areas get a broadband or high-speed internet in their areas. And so one of my hopes and really a New Year's resolution, if you're asking for me, would be to really look at some technology that would use our network that we have, which spreads 200 miles throughout the area, to some of our unserved areas like the Cotterville townships and the townships to our west off I-69, both north and south. So we're really working on that and using our network to help people and get services to people who are not served now.
It's not going to be a dull year, is it?
No, it's not. It's going to be a fun year too.
For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington. Dateline Schools is a production of St. Clair County RESA.